G'day and welcome to another big edition of the BFNL Netball Show. Thanks to McDonald's. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Grace. Certainly, we didn't have any Interleague this past weekend, so the girls got to have a little bit of time off, but there's still been lots of exciting developments sort of happening, and we're all geared up for another big round of netball. Yeah,
it has. It's been good for the best players in our league to have a break. First time in a long time that we haven't required an interleague team with the netball. So, yeah, it was good to see everyone have a break, but our juniors are obviously still going along nice and strongly, so we haven't been left without any netball at all, which is nice.
Some great excitement happening over at the Ballarat Junior Championships with two of our teams advancing through to the grand final.
Yeah, both our 13s and our 15s, they're the only two teams we've got in this season, went through to the grand final on Monday night. They won their semis, so they'll take on Geelong Football Netball League this Monday night at Ballarat Junior Champs. 5:30 and 6:45 if anyone wants to get along.
Definitely cannot wait to get down there and check that out. And it's a great effort by the girls as well, because both sides they're very competitive for a lot of the season. I know the 13s had a bit of a slow start, but like a good team that they are, they're well gelled mix. They build up some momentum, got some big wins and challenged well in the finals to get to the big stage. So a big success for them.
Yeah, it has been a successful season for them. Geelong's obviously the toughest team that they face, and each time they come up against them, it's a really good contest, and I expect it'll be no different this week.
Yep, so make sure you get down there on Monday night. We'll be keeping scores up to date right throughout the night. We've got some big games coming up this weekend as we launch into round 5, and we've got Lake Windermere and Sebastopol. Sebast coming in off a 2-week break.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Sebast girls come into this match. Obviously, Lakers have been a dominant team minus their first game this year, and I expect Lakers will get the job done, but Sebastopol could come out all guns blazing. You don't really know sort of how they'll bounce back after a couple of weeks off, and they certainly had a few things to work on, and George will be disappointed with their start, and they'll have a fair bit to prove in the middle stages of this competition.
Yeah, definitely right there. How do you see this one panning out?
Yeah, definitely Lakers for me at this stage.
I think Sebast, they'll bounce back. They've got the team there. I think this week will be the time they get it all together. As we change gears to Darley and Redan, this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it will be a tough game. Both teams coming off a loss prior to the Interleague break. I expect Redan will get the job done. Darley are still a bit young. They're nice and quick across the court, and they're certainly improving under Chris, but just a bit young and a bit inexperienced coming up against the Redan lineup. Yeah,
Redan, they've had some great performances, and this will no doubt be one of them. East Point and Bacchus Marsh have got a really big test on their hands this weekend.
Yeah, it will be a big test for Bacchus Marsh. Last year, everyone expected East Point to get the job done, and Bacchus Marsh actually surprised them and rolled them. So Bacchus Marsh match up quite well against the East Point girls, but East Point for me.
Fantastic. Melton v Ballarat. What a game this is going to be between two sides who got a lot of young talent in their list.
Yeah, it's another good opportunity for Melton to find their first win of the season. Ballarat on a similar sort of path, both sort of towards the bottom of the ladder, but it will be a real good contest across the court, but I would think Ballarat would be too strong.
I think if Melton have got to have the opportunity to step it up, this will be their weekend to shine, especially at home. And the final game, North Ballarat City and Melton South. This is a must-win game here for South if they want to show that they are a contender this year.
Yeah, 100% agree. Melton South had a lot of expectations coming into the start of the season, and they certainly haven't lived up to them yet. There's still a lot of potential there, but North Ballarat just continue to blood these young players. Poppy Douglas was outstanding before the break. She's been through the North Ballarat junior program, and with that development, I just think they'll be too strong for Melton South, despite those strong players coming across from Riddle League.
And she's a great one to watch as well. She's only about 15, and she's still she's playing VNL and shooting really well. I watched her during the week, and she's been in some great touch. So it's great to see her development coming through. And Sunbury Lions, who are a team to beat, they're having a week off through the bye, but no doubt they'll be watching some of these games to sort of get an idea of who they'll need to face and who they'll need to contend with in the coming weeks.
Yeah, it's good for Sunbury to have another break. Obviously, rest up. I know they had some niggling injuries prior to the break, so they'll certainly be better for the week off following the Interleague break.
Fantastic, and make sure, again, as we repeat, get down to Barwon. We'll be having all the details splashed up on Monday night. Some great excitement there with two superstar teams that we've got throughout our region who are excelling in all areas, and it's great to see the 13s and 15s really set the benchmark for the region for being quality netballs. And I think that's the beauty about the junior netball interleague program, is that the girls do get an opportunity to play together a fair bit.
Yeah, and apart from Barwon champs, we've also got the Western Zone Association champs this weekend, which sees our under 15 development and our under 17 girls also in action alongside the 13s and 15s on Sunday in Ballarat. So another opportunity to go and watch some brilliant netball on display from the best of what our league has to offer.
Exactly, and there is a lot of it out there, and all thanks to the great support from McDonald's. This has been the latest edition of the Ballarat Football Netball League Netball Show. Grace, thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you next week.
No worries. Good luck to everyone.